Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Natal, I'm a Vedic astrologer, and I welcome you all to my channel. In case you have any queries, please do write in. And I'm not going to be discussing anything in particular. I've not decided. I've not thought of. I just thought I'll just go live. And also, I wanted to tell you that on the 15th of this month, that is February, we have Mahashivratri, and I on my personal level, I have organized this RudraAbhishek. It's a beautiful RudraAbhishek and Shiv Parvati Vivah also. So do join in the live session that I'll be doing, and I'll be showing you. This will be a live stream, and you all can participate. It's for my community, the ones who are. It's a give back time, and let's do the collective prayers. So I thought of this, and my priest also said a yes. So I thankfully, they generally keep very busy during the Mahashivratri time periods. But yes, he is making some time also for us, and he's going to be doing this ritual in the temple. And it's a beautiful small temple, but it's a beautiful one. And we do have the Shivlingam there. And there are going to be, the whole, the ingredients that they use. That is what is the RudraAbhishekam about. So let's join in and let's do this collectively. I hope you all can hear me because this is a live session. As you know, always I do the live sessions. So I'm definitely going to be looking forward to this because, it is going to be a, it's really a beautiful ritual. I always do it alone. So I thought not this time I'm going to be doing it because I have been having a very rough patch, from the last year onwards. It's thank you so much, everyone, for the ones who are here, and thank you. So what I can say is that, when you have, when you're going through a lot in your life, the best is to surrender, surrender to the divine, the energy, even if you don't believe in the divine, the God, or whosoever is there. So just feel the nature, there's sunrise happening, there's a sunset happening, there is a moon out there, in the sky, which is growing and which is also coming down. It's visible, sometimes it's not. So what is all this? The tree, you just plant a sapling and it grows. So what is all this? So I do what, nowadays I've become more receptive to whatever is happening in my life, in my family, whatever is happening. I'm just saying thank you all the time, though I have been doing that always. But yes, nowadays I'm doing it more. And this is like, a seva just for my community. I really don't want anything from anybody. And people who make money out of the pujas is not good. It's a bad karma, I feel. I personally feel it's up to them, definitely. So I know the energies are very stressful globally also. And it is because, see, eclipses, if you talk about the other planetary configurations, clustering of planets, these are common phenomena. Somewhere or the other, these have been happening in the past also. So we cannot blame one planet or two planets or three planets that, oh, because of this, my life is doomed. It's just the current era that we are in. We are in Kali Yuga. We have to go through this. This is an Aquarian age. We have to go through this. And the ones who are, you will see that the ones who are dhurt means the ones who are very cunning. You will also be feeling that, why I'm doing all the good karma, why this person is getting more, than me, this person is getting paid higher and he's getting all the attention, or she's getting all the attention. You start feeling these energies. This is all karmic. But we are born in this era for some reason. So we must, of course, we are our own ancestors. So we are here and we have to quit our karma. I always say, we have to quit our karma. So if we are going through any kind of suffering, say, thank you, God, that I ended with this particular problem. Now so it's like you surrender, you bow down and you say, okay, thank you. So it becomes very, it quits faster. I've seen the pain is less, I would say. So the more you accept, the better it gets. This is what I have learned very hard way. And these days I'm becoming more and more into all this. I'm realizing I'm living every bit in this gratitude. So I thought that I'll arrange this Mahashivratri RudraAbhishekam for one and all, so you can join in. And if you really want to, even if it is 1 rupee or a $1, if you feel like, so it's just going to be going to the priest who's going to be doing it. Otherwise, I'm bearing all the expenses any which ways. But still, it is if you people want to, so you are most welcome to. Otherwise, you can just come and join live and take the darshan. And I request the ones who are having, who are making money like this, they're making money out of doing the pujas, and they're doing, okay, do this ritual, do homam. This is the karya for, or we can say karma kand. This is what the priest is doing. So he should get everything, whatever he's doing, and we should not keep a cut out of it. So it is for the astrologers out there, don't make money like this. It's up to you, of course, if you feel like doing it, and if you feel there is nothing wrong, because it's your perspective. Again, who am I? But I'm just telling you, don't do it. If at all you're doing it, just stop it. It's good if you learn it right way, because it is not going to give you anything in future, because that's not the service that you are offering. You are not doing it yourself. They are the priests who are doing it. So let them get their due. And also, somebody is saying, somebody is asking how to give up ego. I just heard, I just read that, and I don't know how to reduce ego. See, self-respect is different. Reduce ego, there is nothing like reducing ego. You have to give it up. You have to burn it. If you don't, then it will automatically get burnt off. So what happens, people who are, what is ego basically? It is that it is an illusion basically. You think that, people should respect me. I should be, I should get all the power basically, the dominance, all sun energy, of course. But at the same time, if you start feeling like Saturn, Saturn is very humble, is very down to earth. And that is why they are the opposite energies. And if you don't learn your lesson, Saturn is a strict taskmaster, remember. So he will make you, he will make you go through that pain. So I don't think so that you have to go there and then, suffer and then give up your ego. So it's better that you, from now itself, start saying that it's okay. If somebody is not doing as per your will, ego is nothing else but, people, if are doing everything as per you, your ego is satisfied. So if somebody doesn't do as per your will, that is where your ego gets pinched. So the moment you start letting go, that, okay, let them do what they want to do, then you just say, okay, I don't think so. I don't need to, that's your karma, and let them do theirs. So your ego will automatically be burnt off, and it will automatically come down. It will reduce, as you have mentioned. But I feel that ego is completely either there or it's not there at all. Okay. Self-respect is different. Okay. Self-respect and ego, don't mix it. That's what I wanted to say. Okay. Yes, definitely. I will pray for one and all for sure. I'm not just doing it only for my family. I'm doing it for my entire family, which is my clients, my known ones, my friends, my family members, my audience, my community. You have always supported me in my thick and my thin. So how can I not be doing that? So this, I wish, please pray for just one thing, that the internet issue should not be there, so that maximum people should get the prayers. They should be able to participate and get the clarity of the ritual which is going to be taking place there. So please pray for that only. Otherwise, it's all divine's will. If he wants, people will participate, and people will definitely be getting the blessings of Lord Shiva. Any which ways he's there, he's blessing us all. But yes, that is a very beautiful time period. It's a beautiful time period. When it is Mahashivratri, once in a year, this night is so powerful. It's so powerful, I can't tell you. So I will be awake the whole night long though, but the priest said that he will be performing the ritual at 5 p.m. onwards, India time, India, New Delhi time. This is what I wanted to say. So please change your zones, time as per your zones, and do try to participate and take maximum blessings. And let's all pray together, for each other. So it said that when you pray for anyone unconditionally, your, well, that is not my agenda or my wish, but I really wish that you people heal each other. Okay. So let's all join in and enjoy this ritual, this RudraAbhishekam on Sunday. And many people have already contributed. I'm so overwhelmed, without even, me asking for anything. They have already contributed. I'm really surprised. So yeah, everything is going to the priest, and for sure for the samagri, the ingredients and everything that we'll be using. Okay. And you can, I've posted a post under the community section. You will get all the details there. Yeah, it's a PayPal link, it's a Google Pay link also over there. So you can, whatever I said, only 1 rupee is also enough. And even if you don't pay, please, 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 this is not to promote or say any dakshana that you have to give me, no, to the priest. It's up to you. It's all up to you. Okay, now I'm going to be sharing with you, I was just thinking, what should I talk about? So anything, you people only tell me if you want me to talk about anything. What is it that you people want to hear and want me to talk about? If you talk about the current scenario, I can discuss that. I can discuss Mercury retrograde, which is happening on the 26th Feb to 21st March. If you want to talk about eclipse, I can talk again on eclipse, because eclipse I'm talking from a long, long time. I've made several videos, that. So if you want to talk about that, I can discuss that also. As you say, please mention if you want to. See, it is okay, stressful energies. Okay, let me share the screen 1 second. Yeah, I hope it shares today. All right. See, right now, what is happening? Okay, I got one idea. See, Saturn, can you see what is peculiar about this chart? Saturn is in its own nakshatra, Rahu is in its own nakshatra, and Jupiter is also in its own nakshatra. Can you see? Jupiter and Rahu are in trine, and Saturn is in the last sign. So this is very peculiar, which is, a configuration. And, Sun is also going to be joining. So Aquarius stellium, I've already done several parts, several videos on this. But this is important, when we talk about the configuration, of planets. Like Saturn in its own nakshatra, that is very, very highly charged up energy. When we talk about Rahu, Rahu is about 100 hidden wounds. When it is in Shatabhisha, it is there after 18 years, you must understand. So when we talk about Rahu in its own nakshatra, it is about hyper amplified digital energy. It is hyper energy. It is AI energy, cyber, speculative, collective unrest. That is what is this Rahu, because there are 100 healers, but 100 wounds also. Okay. Then we have, as you can see, we do have Mercury also in this, Mercury and Rahu conjunction also. Actually, it is in tight conjunction, as you can say right now. I hope I've made it. Okay, let me change the date, because it is going to be in the 12th. So we can see they are at the same degrees, as you can see. So this is very, very important. This is leading to misinformation, basically, because whenever Rahu and Mercury are together, either you will not be able to convey yourself well, or you will be having, you will get carried away with the information or the media, social media. You will definitely have some narrative, different kind of narrative from each and every person. So what will happen? You will get confused, because Mercury is information. So Mercury is about tech. Mercury is about market spike. So we must be prepared for this volatility also. Okay. And you will hear more of political warfare also during this time. You will see. And social media confusion, chaos, all that will happen. And with Saturn in its own nakshatra, right now I'm talking only of the uh, nakshatras they are in, and then definitely it is going to be in its own nakshatra, is like, it's more of a karmic liquidation. Karmic liquidation is going to be taking place. Then there is a hidden accountability which is going to surface. Some hidden accountability, because it's the house, 12th house of the natural zodiac. People feel exhausted. I have, in my previous video also, I said that, there are people who are suffering. They're feeling exhausted. They're feeling tired. They're feeling that, why me? These energies are too much. You feel that, why I'm making, why I think I can do without it, why I need more. So minimalistic approach. It is the last, it is like, your energies are getting depleted, or maybe you're getting too detached from the whole world, even your closest people, you're just changing. And after the Aquarius chaos, the Saturn was in the Aquarius sign with Rahu also for some time, and then moved into Pisces, isn't it? So it is actually giving you that kind of energy towards the from the chaos to the silence, basically. And one by one, all the planets will be transiting through the Pisces sign also. Okay, it will be transiting through the Pisces sign also, as you all know. So we must actually be prepared for the, I think the video stopped again. So that is the problem, this happens every time. So it's okay. But you all know the horoscope. So I'll just simply just explain what is happening. And then we have, the Aquarius energy planets, and then they move into the Pisces energy also. So that is what. And then we have Jupiter in the Punarvasu Nakshatra. Now, see, Jupiter in the Punarvasu Nakshatra is a renewal after storm. It is its own star, its own, nakshatra, which says that knowledge, acquire more knowledge, or, just be more aware of your surroundings, because this is where, your air trine is also, because you can't let Rahu energy take over. You cannot. So that is the reason when we talk about the Rahu energy and Jupiter energy. Jupiter is also retrograde, as you all know. So this might just be bringing about some reforms in the education system also. Maybe, somebody was telling me that CBSE, in India, they have changed their syllabus, So you must be prepared for that also. Okay, that there will be some changes which can happen during the Jupiter in Punarvasu Nakshatra. It's not sharing again. So it's okay. So So this is what is the energies right now, which I am, like more worried about, because when a planet is in its own nakshatra, it definitely will give its maximum results at that time. So it becomes double power. So Rahu is in its own nakshatra, which is a problematic zone. So one must be really very careful about what kind of information you're consuming and absorbing, and what kind of market trends you're getting impacted by. So just don't fall prey to and of course, Saturn and Neptune are also, those energies are also going to be very, very heavily conjunct, like they are closely conjunct. So that also brings about so much of chaos. So you must actually, be very careful if you're signing any agreements or documents, and also, maybe traveling. So travel disruptions happen, or delays happen, or, there can be some reversal in the tech sector also. So be careful about during this time, no over leverage, no signing in speculative contracts impulsively. Don't react to the viral panic. Okay. So don't fall prey, because we are heading to eclipses also in the Aquarius sign, by the way. Okay. So, okay, I'll touch upon the Aquarius solar eclipse also quickly. So what is happening here when we have Venus conjunct Rahu? Remember, Venus is our relationship. Venus is art, drama, film industry, entertainment industry. Venus is also about, some kind of luxurious items. So maybe, people will become too much flamboyant during this time, and then they will realize, oh no, I wasted so much of money on LV bag, for example. So people will now start saving their money, because Venus is going to get exalted after this with Saturn in the Pisces sign. So you will regret why you purchased the ornaments or the money you spent on, and the relationship that you thought is going to be really great. And you will get to know once Venus transits through the Pisces sign ultimately, and will that is happening, after the Aquarius transit. So that is after 2nd of March, 26th of March. So you guys need to be prepared for these energies also. Then we have propaganda, hacking, all that. Those energies can be predominant with Mercury and Rahu conjunction, with Mercury also turning retrograde. Rahu, as it is retrograde planet, and it will be touching upon Rahu's degrees again. So you have to be really cautious about your, uh, you know, uh, your mental setup during this time. What you absorb, what you consume, what you speak, what is it that you should be doing about your, financials also. And whenever Sun and Moon are conjunct Rahu or Ketu, as a matter of fact, see, Rahu is is headless. It impacts your brain. It impacts your thought process. Ketu is the lower part, is the body. So that is why whenever the planets are conjunct Ketu, they will impact you externally, on your body more. If you are in the dasha also of Ketu especially. But Rahu here, it governs, it captures you here. So if you're powerful here, somebody asked about the remedy, Mahashivratri is also one of those nights when you really can capture this. You can, because, our spine, it said that when on Mahashivratri night, if your spine is erect and you're sitting the whole night long like that, in that posture, in good posture, you can, whatever you can do. So it said that your, this starts functioning better. It said so. So your brain, your mind gains a lot of clarity. And we do need it, because on the 15th, we have Mahashivratri, and we have 17th, the eclipse also. So one must be really, really very much prepared. Now, when Mars will be also joining after the 23rd, so that is when we can, experience some kind of riots, accidents, or maybe, you know, some kind of volatility, impulsive aggression can be felt in people, road rage, people are losing their temper on petty issues, they're fighting, you know, with siblings, there is a lot of kitch pitch going on, or maybe, you know, with your property matters, you know, you're having some issues, some kind of sudden rise in property happens, it's just superficial and then comes down. So these are all, you know, what I have seen from many years. Also, military tensions happen, arms and ammunitions. People will lose their mind and they will start shooting, you know, blindly. That happens, you know. So it is happening. I've seen it has happened with teenagers, youngsters also now, you know, some incident happened in London. So I was like shocked, you know, that this is what is the energy which is, which we are already experiencing, because plus minus a week's time, we do a week, 10 days time, we do start feeling the results of the eclipses also. Okay. So now you must be prepared. Avoid any kind of ego clashes with anyone, because sun is getting eclipse. With your mental strength, you know, you can overcome the eclipse energy also. And there can be some kind of high volatility in the shipping and pharma industry also. You will see that water related sectors, because Saturn is in its own zone also. So you must actually be more active and more alert during this time period. That's what I can say. And depend on your gut rather than, you know, what others are doing, and get carried away. Okay, crypto, Bitcoin, you know, trading, all that, you cannot do it because others are just doing it, until unless they're experts and in it from past many years. That's a different story. But still, to predict stocks, shares, I don't think so. I have tried a lot. I have been like, maybe I have got 10% to 20% maximum success, because there are so many companies involved. There are so many factors involved. How can you predict market? And that is why we can just say, because of only because of Mercury, Rahu, these are, you know, the planets who can just give us the indications that I'm not that good an astrologer. I don't consider myself a good astrologer who can predict that this is what. If somebody is, please go and seek help and advice from that astrologer. But I don't think so. There is any astrologer who can predict market to, you know, to 100% or 80% or 70% or 50% also. I don't think so. That kind of sharpness is not there in the current astrologers. At least I've not seen anyone predicting market. Gold market, these are all indications that we can see, okay, Mercury is getting retrograde, it will be spiky. Okay, so we must not fall prey to the astrologers. At least astrology was never built for predicting market or these areas of life. No, basically astrology was coined by our sages just for electing the mahurta, auspicious timing, for marriage, for education, for travels, only for all those things, for Upanayan ceremonies. So it was just meant for, not for predictions. We made this you know, because we wanted to make money. So I'm included as well. So we thought that, you know, we learned. I didn't do it because I was in pain or something. I learned astrology. No, I was passionate about astrology. I still am. But it doesn't mean that, you know, I will just sell wrong information. No way. That's bad karma. So if I'm trying to help you guys, I'm taking the money, it's okay. But it is because you people are coming in pain. You want some predictions. So of course we see the dasha and we have done so much of research. So we get to know, because we have seen what is happening in the past and we correlate it with the current situation and we predict. That is how we do it, right? So we must actually not use it for these areas of life, for sure. We cannot. And if somebody is doing the research, please, good, do it. I'm also learning. I'm also a student, ever a student, forever a student. So I'm learning as well. But I can simply just seeing Saturn's condition, Rahu's condition, Mercury's condition, I can say, okay, water related, you know, sectors, oil, shipping. These will, be a hit, or maybe, these will be, because Saturn is in Saturn's nakshatra, so this might just tighten later under Saturn. These are the areas. And as regards to Rahu's energy, AI, aviation, telecom, media, these will get impacted. So don't, just, I think staggered investments is a good idea. Okay. And as regards to the eclipse, okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, yeah, I love to dress up, and I do it for myself first. Remember, it is not that I'm doing a video, so I have to dress up. No, I love dressing up. And when I go to the temple, I dress up the best, believe you me, better than going and attending a wedding function. Believe you me, when I'm going to the temple, I'm dressed as if I've just got married. So always dress up for yourself first, everyone, because if you have this chance, it is irrespective of your color, of your tone, of your skin, of your features, features, irrespective. Dress up well to keep yourself happy. So keep yourself happy. uh, I don't go to the salon. My hair, if you will see, I do it myself. I use home remedies and everything, I do it myself. The makeup is not that great. I know it is okay, to carry it off. So everything, is for me first. When I look good, when you say that I look good, I first ask the mirror, am I looking okay today? I feel good. And then I get the same response from you guys. Yeah. Thank you so much for your compliments. And okay, thank you. You can take them. I can give you a big sea bug. You can take them. You let me know. I will courier it to you. I will just send it. Don't worry. So what I was exactly, I was coming at was eclipse. Okay. Now, eclipse and energy, you should see whether sun and moon are going to be conjunct, or sun and moon are opposite, of course. Is it happening in Aquarius sign or in Leo sign? Because this is the axis where sun will be transiting, and when moon transits too. So we have eclipses. Because moon is transiting Rahu Ketu axis every month, twice, because once Rahu and once Ketu it is touching upon. So when you have when you have this sun transiting through Aquarius sign and moon also transiting through Aquarius sign, we have solar eclipse happening there. So you must check which house is your Aquarius sign falling into. Okay. So Aquarius energy is about actually giving. It is about healthy relationships. When Rahu is there, it is getting eclipse there. It is getting affected in a negative manner, because Aquarius energy is, um, is about your friends. It's about your gains. Aquarius is that sign, and it is the picture, and the water is flowing out of that. That means you have to give others. So when Rahu is there, what happens? It is going to stop you. It is going to make you self-centric. Wherever Rahu sits, it makes you self-centric, flamboyant in that zone, because it is trying to dominate your head and your mind. So when sun and moon are going to be there, check where they are. So you will be having issues in those areas. And when sun and moon are getting eclipsed, remember sun and moon are father and mother in the astrological world. So you have to take care of your dad and mom during this time period for sure. Okay. In case they're already ailing, or they're having any health issues or any stress levels, and you are also in the dasha of Rahu, suppose, or Ketu. So you will experience, or your parents will experience, these energies even more. Okay. Now see what planet is there in the Aquarius sign in your birth chart. Suppose it is Surya, sun. You will have lot of issues in your with your bosses. You will have issues with your loved ones also. You will be too egoistical during this time. So you have to check that what planet is in the Aquarius sign already. Okay. And this will be sun return also, solar return. Sun will be in also over your sun, natal sun. That is something you have to be cautious about, that don't have any kind of ego clashes. These energies are pretty confusing and volatile and stressful also whenever the eclipses happen. So you start feeling the stresses and you feel that energies are negative. Eclipses, like the luminaries, are getting overlapped. Okay, so when they are getting overlapped, that means the shadow, that means the light is missing in our life. So the clarity is missing. So you tend to make wrong decisions during the eclipses time periods. That is why I always repeat in all my videos that during the eclipse time periods, please, please, please do not sign any documents without rereading them or without considering again. Some pressure will be there on you and you will make some kind of wrong agreements or investments or wrong decisions. The best thing that everybody should be doing with the eclipse energy is grounding pranayam, breathing exercises, because it is going to lead to too much of heaviness in you. As it is, we have so many grahas there as well. Now see, what is we spoke about sun. Now if it's moon already in your chart in Aquarius sign and there is an eclipse energy there, so it will give you too much of emotions towards your, or maybe you will make wrong decisions regards to your investments, regards to your money matters, regards to your own mental setup. You will regret later some decision which you will be making emotionally and you will regret later. Also take care of your mother's health, because it is, as it is the eighth house from the fourth of the natural zodiac which moon rules. So you need to take care of your mother's health also. If there is a Mars energy, Mars is there in the Aquarius sign, suppose. Okay, you have a Mars in your birth chart and there is a eclipse happening there. Now Mars represents our siblings. Mars is our energy levels. You can be very hyper, you will lose your temper, or you will become very jittery or impulsive, or you are very your tone becomes very sharp. Okay, maybe with your siblings you can have some clashes. So make sure that you do not, and maybe you purchase a property during this time, but a wrong property, a disputed property. So you need to be very careful of that also. And these will vary from dasha to dasha. If you're already in the Mars dasha, so it will impact you. If you're in Rahu dasha, Moon dasha, Sun dasha, it will impact you even more, no? Eclipses impact the most to the ones who are in Rahu, Ketu, Sun, Moon dashas. Always remember. Then we have, suppose, Mercury there, okay, in Aquarius sign in your birth chart. Now, when Mercury, we talk about Mercury is logic reasoning, Mercury is investments, Mercury is our communication, Mercury is our, our younger sister also, we say, our young or female counterparts in the family also. I've seen that. So it is about making wrong decisions about your investments. Maybe you start an education program, you will say that, oh no, I don't want to do it. So this will be the time when you will make a mistake in your investments, in your education. Travels might be a little difficult, or maybe you will have some propaganda that you can get caught up in. So avoid. Okay. Yes, it is because Mars is the Bhumi Putra. So we relate it to the landed property. So whenever there is Rahu and Mars combination, I always tell my clients not to buy property in their name, in that person's name who has this Mars Rahu combination, because you will not be able to get the right kind of property. You will make either some mistake or you will lose the money. It is going to be either a very delayed kind of a process to attain or acquire that property also. It can be a more likely disputed property. So avoid. Also, Mars and Rahu combination is a very volatile energy. People get very aggressive. People are very aggressive who have this Mars and Rahu combo. Then we come to, we did Mercury. Okay. Now we talk about Venus. Now, what if you have a Venus in Aquarius already? And then we have this Rahu and the other planets and the eclipse also happening there. So what do you think? What will happen? So this is about your relationships. This is about how you treat others. Okay. So this will be the time which can give you illusions in relationships. Maybe ex relationship triggers again. So you have to be careful about it, no? How you can handle this energy. Do you really want this relationship back? You want it to revive again? So this is what you have to see for yourself. I don't see this energy to be a positive time, a positive energy. So be careful about that also. Okay. So then we have also, people I have seen have distorted desires when Venus and Rahu combination happens. If you have Venus already there, okay, so they will have distorted desires. Rahu is distorted, no, because it's just the head. And also, don't get too much into the flamboyant energy to show others that I have this brand, I have this brand, I have this money, I have this much money, I have this luxurious car or something, whatever. So avoid during this time period, especially. Now, after Venus comes Saturn. Suppose you have a Saturn and in the Aquarius sign, and there is an eclipse happening there. Rahu is over your natal Saturn. This is not a good energy for sure. This is not a good energy for your professional career growth. This can bring about stagnancy. This can bring about some kind of issues in your, in your um, professional career growth. And also, you can have issues with or problems with your helpers. Maybe, the ones, your staff, your subordinate, your co-worker, you can have some clashes with them also, with the Saturn and eclipse energy there. So you need, and you can be really under pressure, to perform. This is that time when you have to be careful about your relationship with others also. You have to maintain good relationship with others. You don't have to isolate yourself, because this is an isolating energy. Saturn contracts, no, it is not an expansive energy. So the contraction will be expanded because of Rahu energy. Always remember, Rahu expands. What? Saturn's isolation energy, right? It will not make him getting, extroverted. No, Saturn is an introverted planet. So Rahu will expand that energy even more. Okay, but it will bring about some illusion, confusion, and deviation while making decisions about your job, about your career also. The career path might change during this time. So be careful. I would advise just status quo is the key, if you really want to outshine this eclipse energy. Okay. After Saturn, we come to, I've done Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Venus, Saturn, Jupiter. Yeah, just imagine I forgot Jupiter. So what if Jupiter is there in the Aquarius sign? It is about your knowledge. It is about your reasoning. It is about your happiness. So what happens, you actually want, maybe sometimes it so happens that you have a Jupiter in your natal chart in Aquarius. So you acquire knowledge from the foreign land, or you connect with some foreigners, or you connect with some out of the box, unconventional learning process, learning when this Rahu is transiting over this Jupiter. So it is going to expand the energies, but something which is not a very, or maybe not a systematic way of learning, not a systematic way of education, or it can bring about some deviation in your learning process also with this eclipse energy. So you need to be really careful about your thought process during this time, because this is saying take things easy, status quo, or just lay low. That's what you can do. So don't make any decisions. Or maybe, you can have some guru who is, during this time, you might just start learning something from an astrologer. Maybe you are a Catholic, or you are some other religion, and you start doing Vedic astrology. I'm just giving you an example. Okay, something unconventional, something out of the box. That is what out of the box learning. Maybe you're an Indian, your language is Hindi, and you learn French. So that is also one way to look at it. And also, when it is Rahu in the Aquarius sign, it is Rahu return. So this energy is definitely not a good energy. Rahu Ketu, whenever they return to the same spot, this is like triggering. And if you're in the dasha, also the same, it will trigger your mental setup changes. It changes. You definitely will be feeling that now I have to attain the biggest and the powerful most things in the world. I have to be more, you will be more speculative. You will be, okay, if there is no planet, I'll come to that also towards the end. But if you have a Rahu there already in the Aquarius sign, after 18 years, it's coming to the same spot. So imagine the kind of amplification it is going to bring. You will have foreign friends. You will connect with something really, which is unconventional. You want to do things, or maybe, AI tech, etc. Something very different, out of the league. This is that way not bad. I will not say that it is a bad energy for that reason. But at the same time, when Rahu is over Rahu, it brings about too much of expectations, too much of volatility in the tech world also. But it also brings about some digital AI, cyber, all these energies will also get amplified now. Okay. So it's up to you how you use this energy. But when sun and moon luminaries are getting eclipsed, in the Aquarius sign, so you need to be very careful about your emotions, about your decision making, and be logical. Okay, don't be impulsive. Because, okay, now coming to Ketu. Suppose you have a Ketu in the Aquarius sign and Rahu Ketu inverse return is happening. It is like head is getting the body. So the body will do as per your mind says. As the mind says, the body will move. So now what will happen? You will become more prominent in the public. You want to attain whatever you've thought, you will be able to attain it. The Rahu Ketu return, inverse return, always brings about completion. So anything which has been lying pending completes. If you are suffering with something, it actually gets complete, means it will get amplified. Suppose you're having too much of body pains and you're not well, and Ketu is there in the Aquarius sign, Rahu is also over there, and there's an eclipse happening. So these energies put together will amplify or will actually trigger those areas even more which you are suffering with. Suppose, because it depends, no, which area. If it is in the eighth house of health, if it is, and also money, your shared resources, your speculative gains, you can be very suspicious during this time. So the mind says, okay, and you will take action now. When Rahu and Ketu get together, it is like an action time. It is a completion time. So see that you don't misuse these energies. Whatever you're thinking, just take a pause. Don't do it in impulse again. So this is what is, if you don't have any planet, so it is going to be bringing about the results of the transits now. I have made several videos on Rahu transiting through Aquarius sign and other things also about it. And also when it is in its own sign, it is about 100, in its own nakshatra, it is about 100 healers. So that means you are going to be healing yourself. Healing yourself doesn't only mean when you heal yourself, because you have a wound, isn't it? So that means 100 healers are required to heal those 100 wounds. So this is the energy when Rahu is in Aquarius in Shatabhisha. This is the time for your healing, inner healing. But you have to keep a constant check on your ego, on your emotions, because sun and moon and your dad, your mom, you have to take care of these areas. Okay. if you don't have any graha in there. Okay. So this is what I think. I just didn't plan this, but I just thought of doing it. So yeah, I've mentioned about Rahu and Jupiter, every planet in the, I think, Aquarius sign. And I think that's what I wanted to share. And Jupiter is also in trine, thankfully. So this is a big time saving grace because it is in the trine. So information becomes currency, with this. And also, what else can you see in this horoscope? Tell me. Tell me. Okay, quickly. Okay, I'll do sign-wise predictions, I think, with the kind of energy is flowing right now, but I don't know why the screen is not sharing. Let me try again. The screen shares. No, it's not sharing. Okay. Anyhow, I'll quickly do the readings for all the signs. See, for Aries, what's happening? It's a mental overdrive. Whatever is happening, it's a mental overdrive. Okay. So mental overdrive means avoid aggressive investments during this time because it is your 11th house energy. So headaches can be there, blood pressure issues can be there. So you can do the breathing exercises for 11 minutes every day. It'll help you. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold, inhale, hold, exhale, and hold. So if you do this for 11 times, you are definitely going to feel better and your thoughts will also be aligned, which is very essential. Second remedy is journaling. Whatever thoughts you're getting, you can write them and strike the negative thoughts. We do get positive as well as negative thoughts, and write the gratitudes also. For Taurus, you can so for Taurus, it's the financial temptation phase. Do not overspend or do not over expand also. Relationships need realism. For Gemini, this is the time when Jupiter empowers. It definitely empowers intellect. So very positive. Rahu will fog your judgment. So be careful about that. Delay major career switch till Mercury gets direct. Okay. So Mercury gets direct on the 21st of March. So don't make any hasty decisions before that. For Cancer, it's an emotional turbulence because it is your 8th house energy, and the eclipse is also in the 8th house. So avoid passive aggressive responses. Travel plans may delay. Take care of your health. And as regards to the Leo natives, it's a public image under scrutiny. And as it is, Saturn is transiting your 8th house, which I can see the chart right now in front of me. Sorry, you can't. But avoid ego battles and watch heart health. That's what is very important for you guys. And you should also take nature's walk, or you should do the breathing exercises. For Virgo natives, Mercury retrograde affects you definitely very deeply. So be careful about your decision making, avoid contract signing, take care of your gut health. Okay, you can be sensitive to your gut health. For Libra, there's a Venus Rahu illusion in relationship because it's going to be closely conjunct also here. So don't romanticize instability. Okay. For Scorpio natives, Mars Rahu energy is pretty high this 23rd onwards. So avoid risky driving and also impulsive actions, purchasing of property, etc. And also channel intensity into disciplined work. That is what I can say because it's the Aquarius sign. Mars exalts in one sign of Saturn, and the other sign, he's conjunct Rahu. So you need to channelize your energies well. Stay grounded. And also Sagittarius, Jupiter is strong but challenged by Rahu air. Avoid idealism, ideological extremism, and foreign travel possible but delayed. For Capricorn, Saturn stabilizes you for long term. And I'll just tell you. So sometimes, yeah, so short term emotion heaviness can be there, but good time for restructuring. finances, because it's the second house energy playing out. Then Aquarius natives, Rahu magnifies your identity. You can expect a lot from others, or maybe you can be flamboyant, be cautious of your public statements, what you convey to others. That is very important, and speculative gains possible, but volatile. And also for Pisces, it's a Saturn karmic clearing and spiritual maturation phase, fatigue possible, excellent time for meditation, discipline. Okay. So, see, this is something which I don't call it a sweet transit for one and all now that I've given it. It was just a quick run through. So it is exposure, correction, information storm, desire distortion, accountability wave. When we talk about the energies of Rahu, Jupiter, and Saturn. Okay. And also, we can say that when Jupiter is its own nakshatra, no? So it is like, your knowledge, your renewal of knowledge is happening. It's like, you're learning and becoming wiser. It's in its own nakshatra after 12 years. Every 12 years, it comes to Punarvasu. So when we talk about Saturn in Saturn's nakshatra, it's a karmic cleansing which is happening. It is the karmic purification which is happening. So you will become more polished. You will become more polished, as in your soul will become purified, because it is you're in the isolation. You've done everything, and now you want to be in that retreat mode. Okay, rejuvenation, introspection. Then when we talk about Rahu in its own nakshatra, it is a collective awakening which is happening. Okay, you will see people are, getting very much into, they're becoming more intelligent, wiser. That's what I can see with they know so much. The clients who come to me, they're really very highly intellectual ones, and at very good positions. They're suffering in their lives, of course. That's why they're seeking help. Sometimes they take guidance, what path to take. Suppose somebody wants to be in the engineering, they want, some kids, they're confused, what should they opt for? And with the current situation, what will be a good line of path they should choose? So that is where, my role as an astrologer, my role comes in. So very, very, awakened everybody is during this time. What the era we are in. So precautions for all signs, I would say, avoid impulsive financial speculation, number one. Double check travel bookings. Don't escalate relationship conflicts. Reduce media overconsumption. Please, digital or media, whatever you can call it. Or focus on 5. Focus on sleep discipline. Sleep discipline. Okay. Also, structure your day. Be more disciplined and structure, organize, routine. Set your routine, okay, this time I'll eat, this time I will sleep. Try doing it. It's not that difficult, because we have forgotten long time back, you used to do it. With this internet thing, with the digital thing, we have become really like, we are zombies. I call myself a zombie at times, because I'm too much into the gadgets and too much into because it's my, it's my time. It's me time. When I'm discussing things with you, it's me time. I'm not doing any favor to you guys, by the way. I'm doing it for myself. I'm very happy. I'm content. I'm doing something, not for views, not for subscribers. Please, that's the last thing on my mind. I don't do it for that. It is my passion, and that's why I'm doing it. And of course, Rahu phases detached from online drama. This is what, the spiritual strategy should be. All the, hoo-halla which happens, we call in Hindi. So Jupiter phases learn something new daily. This is what you should be practicing every day. So if you do it, so of course, the sky is not destructive, no? It's never destructive. How we use it, that is what is our way of looking at things. And the way it's like the exposure and the cleansing, how we do it, person to person, it varies. Okay, how you use it, person to person, it varies. That's what I can say. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. And if Mercury is retrograde, sometimes it gives positive results in some charts. Why? Because you have a combust Mercury in your chart either, or you have a Mercury retrograde in your chart. So, or it's conjunct a malefic graha like Rahu or Ketu. So it will give, the retrogression will give very good results. And if you are in the dasha of Mercury and it is debilitated, I've seen when Mercury is debilitated, when it gets retrograde, you get a lot of money. That's what I've seen. So that's something, which you have to see and let me know in your personal lives. Okay. So I don't know how to do the timestamps for this video, but yeah, I will wait for you guys when we are doing the RudraAbhishekam on Mahashivratri day on the 15th at 5 p.m. India time. Please do join in. Thank you so much. Om Tat Sat.